going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hopping the coast, I'ma get crazy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. I win in 100, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back and I'm ducking no shots. Got power like Sims and I cut off the lot. Shot back, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Who's you benching? I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I pelican fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping the rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rollie, we been working overtime. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the fake mouth brush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more trucks, more on the tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Dixie blaster. Fight Dixie.
Play action. Now it's Lance. On the move to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
To throw again on second down. Lance. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Backed up here, a tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Now he's going to throw deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
They juked him. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0.
Saints, nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Lance's throw there complete to Sims. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Olave. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ball red. Blue striker.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A give to Kamara running right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Jones, 31 yards. And the Giants continue to pull away here this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out. Yard line.
16-yard line.
Ready, play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Lance looking to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Lance and company going on fourth down. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cam Sims, 37 yards. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So, after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Giants.
Side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for the Giants. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gano the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
35, Saints 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Throwing now is Lance. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And Lance now to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Evans comes in motion right. Now Jones. A final shot before break. He completes it to Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the second half with Kamara. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They'll still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From midfield, here's Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Lance going to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, it's Lance. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Ready.
On 4th down, Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Jones. He'll buy some time right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Giants 42, Saints 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to try and go deep again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Jones. A pass underneath for Fournette. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, The defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. A first down carry for Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton from 8 yards out. And the Giants start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. He's got a man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Lance now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready. Come on, Heel blue. Roster 6. Quad red. Blue striker.
Desperation time here. Lance. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. The drive will start with an option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Complete to Olave on the out route. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some room to roam now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th.